Guys, come on in. What can I do for y'all?
Hi, Ms. Apodaca. So today we're going to be interviewing you for 13 Questions with Broadcaster.
Okay.
So we're going to start with your intro and background first. Can you tell us a little bit about your background and how you got started in healthcare?
Okay. My name is Liz Apodaca, and I started in healthcare as a dialysis technician. I worked as a dialysis technician for 27 years. Because of my years in industry, I was able to receive my teaching license.
Oh, okay.
And so when I retired from dialysis, I became a teacher.
Okay, that's nice. What inspired you to go into the field?
Into healthcare?
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I was moving back to Deming after living in Cruces, going to college, and there was a opening for a secretary at a dialysis unit, and I applied, and then I just moved up the ranks from there.
Oh, that's nice. And then what kind of education or training do most healthcare careers require?
Well, you can get certificates if you're like a CNA, or if you're different types of techs, or anywhere from a 18-month certificate all the way to being a doctor, which is 12 plus years, depending on your specialty.
Okay.
So in any field, it doesn't necessarily require a typical 4-year degree.
Okay. And what skills should someone start developing now if they're interested in healthcare?
CPR is a good start. Learning how to take vitals, understanding the different aspects of healthcare, and just if you have an elderly grandmother or something, just helping her, like providing that everyday care.
Yeah. And what is a typical day like for someone in healthcare?
Most people in healthcare start very, very early. When I was in dialysis, I had to be at work by 3:45 in the morning. And for me, we had to test the water system. We had to prepare, get everything, all of our machines set up. For people who are in the hospital setting, they go in, depending on their shifts, they're either very, very early or very, very late. And the first thing they do is they get a report on a patient. Like, so the patients they're assigned to, the people coming off the shift, you have to give a report. You need to know what's going on with your patient before you can actually take care of them.
Okay. And how do healthcare people balance the emotional and physical demands of the job?
You have to have a lot of compassion going into the job, but you also have to know how to separate your home life to your work life, which in any job, but in the healthcare industry, it's really hard, because if you lose a patient, it affects you.
Yeah.
And at that moment, you kind of have to eat your emotions and then learn how to work through them, and then not take that home.
Yeah.
And then if you have issues at home, you need to not take them at work. You need to know how to separate.
Okay. And what's the most challenging part of working in healthcare for you?
Building a relationship with the patient and losing them.
Okay. And what advice would you give to someone thinking about a healthcare career?
Go into healthcare because you have compassion and you like to help people, not because of the money. If you go into healthcare for the money, you're going to hate it, because unless you're a nurse or a doctor, it does not, for all the hours you put in it, it does not pay.
Yeah. Okay. And how do you see healthcare changing in the next 5 to 10 years?
I think we're going to have a lot more procedures that are computer based. I think we're going to, our standards of care will improve. But as far as day-to-day care, I don't see anything. We're gonna have a little bit of improvements, but I don't see any major changes.
Okay, and one last question. If you could go back, what's one thing you would tell your younger self?
To go to school early before you have kids, and to figure out early what profession you want to be into.
Okay. All right. Well, that's our questions for you. Thank you so much for our interview. And yeah. So, would you like to say anything else for the interview, or?
No, thank you guys for coming, and thank you for taking an interest in healthcare and in my class.
Okay. Thank you, Miss.
You're welcome. Thanks, guys.